Guys, today I will show you pure barbecue chicken setup for Dark Zone, which will work in PvP and PvE. But hold my beer, my beautiful bastard. I will show you 3 different ways how
That's a lot of damage!
to set up this build to fit your playstyle. If you need more armor regen, more survivability, or simply more DPS, I gotcha. Uncle Butcher gotcha. I will explain every tiny secret in this setup, why it works and why it could not work for you. But if you will follow a couple simple rules, you're gonna dominate! So as usual, welcome to the Insanity, Uncle Butcher in the building, and like I said, this build will work in PvP and PvE. I tested this one on Legendary Stronghold and it's pretty decent. Of course, it will not deal tons of damage, but survivability is the key. You can face tank a lot of incoming damage, you can apply shock effect, all that goodies, yata. You know what you're getting here. Top tier build. And most importantly, that we are using St. Elmos engine exotic assault rifle for PvP. If people are running hazard protection builds or shock resistant setups like we do, then simply switch St. Elmos engine exotic assault rifle for Ouroboros exotic SMG. If you don't have it, don't worry, you can simply replace it with FAMAS assault rifle, which still is one of the best weapons in the game. Personally, for me, FAMAS is the best assault rifle. Yeah, I know St. Elmos with shock bullets, but if you are taking out this shock bullet effect, I think FAMAS still is my go-to weapon with Optimist. Previously it was meta with InSync, but before we get to the setup itself, quick word from the sponsor Deeming.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Deeming.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team and consoles. They will complete your order super quick. Everything happens through icon sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself, but now with my promo code RBDO you will have 15% discount on absolutely all services. But now let's get back to this setup. And like I said, I tried multiple combinations in this one, and I have to be honest, this build works pretty well in PvE and PvP. The main reason, of course, is your assault rifle, exotic assault rifle, St. Elmos engine, which applies shock effect and deals really good damage, and it has by far the best exotic weapon attachments in the game. It's not even close. Maybe capacitor, but in terms of the attachments, man, Elmos is absolutely a beast. For specialization here, we will use firewall specialization. Why? Because medkit is absolutely amazing in PvP. Armor regen for days with this medkit, and in conflict, firewall specialization basically kills everybody by one tapping by using firewall specialization weapon. Flamethrower one taps, period. It's still not fixed. In conflict, if you will get special ammo box, that's barbecue chicken time. It's simple as that. In terms of my numbers, I'm sitting almost at 50% crit chance, low crit damage, but for Dark Zone you have to be tanky as hell to survive those fights. And that's the reason why our crit damage is not that high, but you can kill non-elite enemy with your DZ exclusive pistol orbit, for example in Landmark, gain 40% crit damage, cap out crit chance, and for couple seconds, 10 seconds, you will have a really good damage buff. So yeah, it is what it is. For second weapon, I'm using FAMAS with Optimist, one of the best combos in the game. You can't go wrong with FAMAS. Unfortunately, you can't use it with linked laser point attachment, but I guess we can't have everything in this world. But FAMAS has crazy rate of fire and it deals tons of DPS. St. Elmos with all the shock with increased magazine size, of course, will be a little bit better than FAMAS, so it's go-to. But if you don't have it, use FAMAS. But if you have Ouroboros, then use Ouroboros. If people are running hazard protection setups and if they are immune to shock, definitely go for Ouroboros exotic SMG. For the gear itself, I'm using 3 pieces from Yal's gear set that will give me hazard protection, weapon damage, and of course pulse resistance, and we will be like ninjas, invisible, undetectable, and almost deadly if my aim would be a little bit better. It is what it is. I'm just keeping it real with you all. And on this setup we have 80% hazard protection. If you want, you can apply 3 different mods on your gear pieces to maybe push bleed resistance, fire resistance, and snare or foam resistance. So you have a couple options how to play around this build. You can be completely immune to couple status effects. Shock is like mandatory, you are immune against shock effect. If you want more DPS, guys, switch Gilligard chest piece for Fenrir's chest piece. Fenrir's chest piece will give you 10% assault rifle damage, and stick with armor regen attribute and hazard protection attribute. It's simple as that. You have to of course find that good chest piece, guard roll chest piece with hazard protection, unbreakable, and armor regen, so you could reroll core attribute for armor. But hey, maybe your RNG is better than mine. And of course, if you want more DPS and if you think shock effect will not be terrible, or maybe you're gonna apply some kind of shock resistance mods, you can take out Shocker Punch exotic holster and replace it with exotic Catharsis mask, and simply use Jarl's holster. So replace this holster with Jarl's holster and use Catharsis exotic mask, and you will gain even more damage. Again, you have hazard protection, more damage by receiving incoming damage, you are stacking it, and eventually you're gonna release Cloud, which gonna heal you. Simple fix if you want more DPS, and that build as well is really good. So Jarl's holster and Catharsis mask, this combination with Fenrir's chest piece will give you more damage, some little survivability, and it kicks balls. Definitely try out this combination. This one with Jarl's mask and Shocker Punch is really good if you want to apply shock. I'm using Jarl's backpack with Adrenaline Rush and Unbreakable combo is like meta combo in PvP, like since day one, I guess, for a couple years at least. And if you need more armor regen, you can replace Jarl's knee pads with Murakami named knee pads, and simply then use Jarl's chest piece to keep your 3-piece brand set bonus. Jarl's chest piece with Unbreakable. Bye!